I want to apologize beforehand for these titles. This title, the Clitoris and Christianity. This title, Christian Sex Daddy. I want to apologize beforehand, okay? And I want to take you to John chapter 6. And I want you to read, and I want you to count how many times Jesus of Nazareth says to his followers, I am the bread that came down from heaven. I am the bread that came down from heaven. I am the bread that came down from heaven. If you do not eat my flesh and drink my blood, there is no life in you. My flesh is real food, and my blood is real drink, and you will find rest for your souls. Now, these people are following him. They are hoping for a political Messiah to punch the Romans in the nose and drive them out. They want to send away the bad guys, and they're hoping that this guy is going to be the victor that sends away the bad guys. But what they don't understand is he is not coming up with a political kingdom. It's not a political kingdom. It's not. It's not a political kingdom. And they don't understand. They are not aware. Now, so he starts telling them that they're going to have to cannibalize him. And they all think that he's quite insane. And it says in John 6:66, yes, 666, it says in John 6:66 that they all left. Most of the people left and never returned. And he said to his closest ones, are you guys going to leave too? And they're like, oh my gosh, we've seen so much supernatural stuff with you. Even though they don't understand what he's saying, they're not leaving. And this is a warning. When you are sent a person who is a sent one, you are not going to be able to understand everything that they're presenting all the time. And you may understand a little later. But the question is, are you connecting with the one and the team, the apostolic team, the sent one team, the truth speaker team? Are you connecting with the truth speakers that have been sent to you? You're actually supposed to connect with them. So, Jesus offended people on purpose. He offended people on purpose to find out where their hearts are. Later on, they discovered that there's a shift from the Holy of Holies of the temple. The temple is set aside, and now the Holy of Holies is this communion meal where people get honest together regularly. They do the communion. It becomes a mystical empowerment and a direct supernatural connection with Jesus and with one another. And then they spend time in the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit takes them places and gives them thoughts and guidance to do things. So, in my life, people didn't even tell me about the supernatural things of the Holy Spirit, and they didn't coach me on the natural things of the scary problems of my own physiology. The male physiology is a tricky and difficult thing. How come somebody didn't talk about that? The whole concept of sharing pleasure with somebody else is very complex and very difficult. There was no coaching on that stuff. So, this is why I approach the world with these two titles as well as many other titles, because I'm a creative curiosity person. I want people to be curious, and I want people to be challenged to think stronger and better and deeper and more courageously than ever before. So therefore, I present these two titles, The Clitoris and Christianity. and Christian Sex Daddy. I present these two titles because I want people who would laugh and be a little bit curious and say, I wonder what this is all about. And then they will come in and they will hear my story of living for 40 years of my life completely unaware of the Holy Spirit stuff, completely unaware of simple self-control exercises that could have allowed me to be a steward of my physiology, dominating my feel-good, my arousal. It is written 3 times in Song of Songs. Precious ones, do not awaken desire, physical passion, hungriness for one another. Do not awaken that stuff until it is time. So if we are supposed to be coaching people on invisible afterlife and supernatural spirit realm things, and we can't coach people on the simple physiology and the human urges and desires that have been around forever and ever, if we can't coach people on the visible things, how can we possibly help them learn how to stay away from actual, very crafty and sneaky demons? How do we keep them away from demons if we can't even keep them away from their own insanity? That's the purpose. Come on, step up and learn. Yahoo! And I'm apologizing in advance for those of you who are all offended by my titles. Lots and lots of people are running around slandering me because of my creative titles and because of my topics, because of the topics that I choose to approach and talk about. If only they had approached these topics when I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, especially from 8 to 13. I needed lots of conversation. Peace be with you.